Hello friends, welcome to our today's video. ഇന്ന് കിർചോഫ്സ് കറന്റ് ലോ എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. കിർചോഫ്സ് കറന്റ് ലോയിനെ കിർചോഫ്സ് ഫസ്റ്റ് ലോ എന്നും നമുക്ക് പറയാം. കിർചോഫ്സ് ഫസ്റ്റ് ലോ or Kirchhoff's current law is based on law of conservation of charge. Law of conservation of charge. What does mean by law of conservation of charge? Law of conservation of charge means the algebraic sum of currents in a system cannot change. Algebraic sum. These things are already explained in the first lecture, right? ഇതിലെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ലോ അതായത് കിർചോഫ്സ് കറന്റ് ലോ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ലോ ഓഫ് കൺസർവേഷൻ ഓഫ് ചാർജിനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ്. ഓർ വി ക്യാൻ state, how we can state the Kirchhoff's current law can be stated as algebraic sum of currents entering a node. Currents entering a node or a closed boundary is 0. Algebraic sum of currents entering a node. Currents entering a node, or we can say a closed boundary, is 0. And now let's see how we can prove this KCL, right? How we can prove this KCL, right? Mathematically we can write In equal to 0, where the value of n ranges from 1 to n. Here n is nothing but number of nodes, and In is the nth current entering, or which can be leaving. Here I used the term algebraic sum of currents entering. Algebraic sum of currents entering means, suppose this is a node and this current is entering. So I can write I1 as plus I1. Algebraic sum of currents entering means here this current I2 is leaving, or we can draw it in another way like I1 entering, I2 also entering, but we have to put a negative sign. Algebraic sum means which can be positive or negative. So if we take this example, minus I2, algebraic sum means algebraic sum of currents entering a node means I1 minus I2 here in this case, right? So now I am going to derive KCL with taking an example of this one. Let I1, I2, I3, I5 and I6 be the currents entering or leaving through a node A. And here in this case, total current IT of t is equal to I1 of t plus I2 of t plus I3 of t plus 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? And if I integrating on both sides, we get if we integrate current, what we will get, Q is nothing but integration of I dt, which we have already explained in lecture 1, right? Total charge Qt of t equal to Q1 of t plus Q2 of t plus Q3 of t plus Q4 of t plus Q5 of t, right? And as per law of conservation of charge, the algebraic sum of charges in a system cannot change. Algebraic sum of charges cannot change means, suppose if 3 coulomb of charge is coming means 3 coulomb of charge must leave. That is nothing but law of conservation of charge. 3 coulomb of charge ആണ് ഈ നോഡിലേക്ക് വരുന്നത് എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 3 coulomb of charge എന്തായാലും ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് ലീവ് പുറത്തേക്കും പോകും. അതായത് ഈ നോഡ് ഒരു ചാർജും സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ചാർജ് നെറ്റ് ചാർജിനെ node equal to 0, net charge is equal to 0 means this equation total current, we can also say qt of t equal to 0 means qt of t equal to 0 implies it of t equal to 0. The node stores no charge, the net charge equal to 0, okay, or we can say it of t equal to 0. And if we substitute this value over here, we will get I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5 equal to 0 of t. Okay, and here I didn't take the algebraic sum. So if we are considering the algebraic values, I1 is entering, I2 is also entering, I4 is entering. These 3 currents I am taking as positive. Entering currents I am taking as positive. So leaving current definitely negative, which means I1, I2, I4 is positive and I3 and I5 negative. I3 and I5 is negative. This is nothing but our KCL, and this is the proof for KCL. Or in another way we can say, if we are taking the negative terms on the RHS of the equation, we will get I1 plus I2 plus I4 is equal to I3 plus I5. What does it mean? Sum of leaving currents is equal to sum of entering currents. Sum of entering currents equal to sum of leaving currents. അതായത് KCLനെ നമുക്ക് വേറൊരു രീതിയിലും ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യാം. Sum of KCL states that sum of leaving currents is equal to sum of entering currents, right? Hope this part is clear to you. If we connect 3 current sources in parallel, if we connect 3 or any number of current source in parallel, the net current is equal to the algebraic sum of current passing through the individual current source. KCL ന്റെ ഒരു മെയിൻ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കറണ്ട് സോഴ്സ് പാരലൽ ആയിട്ട് കണക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ള കോമ്പിനേഷൻ ആണ്. ഈ കോമ്പിനേഷൻ്റെ നെറ്റ് കറണ്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നെറ്റ് കറണ്ട് I is equal to I1 plus I2 minus I3. Minus I3 means here I am taking the algebraic sum. See here the direction of current is upward in these two and it is downward. Okay, so this is nothing but the main application of KCL. And one more thing is that we can't connect 2 current source in series unless and until this I1 should be equal to I2. This means I1 should be equal to I2, and if I1 is not equal to I2, this means this is wrong analysis, and this is means violation of KVL, sorry, violation of KCL ആണ് ഇവിടെ സംഭവിക്കുക. I1ഉം I2ഉം സെയിം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബിക്കോസ് ഈ ഒരു നോഡ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഈ നോഡിൽ കൂടെ ലീവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന കറൻറ്റ് I1ഉം എൻട്രിങ് കറൻറ്റ് I2 ആണ്. KCL സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ I1 ഷുഡ് ബി ഈക്വൽ ടു I2, then only KCL will satisfied, or it is a case of violation, right? I think this part is clear to you, right? Let's move on to KVL next. Kirchhoff's voltage law is the second law of Kirchhoff's law, and which is based on the law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy. KCL is a law of conservation of charge, and KVL is based on the law of conservation of energy. And KVL states that algebraic sum of voltages around a closed path or loop. Closed path is nothing but a loop. Closed path or loop is 0, right? That is, here I am going to consider a circuit. Let this be V1 and another circuit element. Okay, here I am again considering one circuit element V2, V3, V4, and this is V5. Okay, here if we apply KVL in this loop, current is entering through the negative terminal, so we can consider it as either positive or negative. If we are taking negative to positive as negative, positive to negative must be positive. So for better understanding, current negative terminalil കൂടെയാണ് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ നെഗറ്റീവ് വാല്യൂ ആയിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. പോസിറ്റീവ് ടെർമിനൽ കൂടെയാണ് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുക. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ +V2 +V3 -V4 +V5 equal to 0, or we can say mathematically as sigma Vm, where m is equal to 1 to m is 0. What is m? M is nothing but the number of voltages or number of branches in a loop, and Vm is the mth voltage. Vm is the mth voltage, and if we rearrange this equation, V2 plus V3 plus V5 equal to V1 plus V4, that is sum of voltage drop. Plus to minus means drop. അവിടെ ഒരു റിഡക്ഷൻ ഇൻ വോൾട്ടേജ് സംഭവിച്ചു. പ്ലസ് ടു മൈനസ്, മൈനസ് ടു പ്ലസ് മീൻസ് വോൾട്ടേജ് റൈസ്. ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വോൾട്ടേജ് റൈസ് ആൻഡ് ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വോൾട്ടേജ് ഡ്രോപ്പ്. സം ഓഫ് വോൾട്ടേജ് ഡ്രോപ്പ് ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു സം ഓഫ് വോൾട്ടേജ് റൈസ്. അതായത് KVLനെ നമുക്ക് വേറൊരു രീതിയിലും ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യാം. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് KVL സ്റ്റേറ്റ്സ് ദാറ്റ് sum of voltage drop equal to sum of voltage rise. And KVLന്റെ മെയിൻ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് we can connect a number of voltage sources in series. We can connect a number of voltage sources in series. If so, the net voltage is given by, let this be V1, V2 and V3, and voltage across these two terminal is given by V equal to V1 plus V2 minus V3, algebraic sum of these three voltages. And the other case is that we can't connect two voltage sources in parallel unless and until V1 should be equal to V2, or this is a case of violation of KVL. Violation of KVL if V1 is not equal to V2. And we can connect a number of voltage sources in series no matter what is the value of the individual voltage sources. But if we want to connect two voltage sources in parallel, the value must be same, or it is a case of violation of KVL, right? So I hope Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law is clear to you. Let's see in another video. Thank you.